Section 4. How to improve. In a group discussion, a candidate should be able to convey his/her thoughts satisfactorily and convincingly before a group of people. Practice and participate is the mantra for perfecting yourself. Start practicing your discussion skills in an informal setting or with a small group. Participate in practice group discussion. Having a mock group discussion is a great way to get practice. Try this out with like-minded friends and you can learn from each other by giving and receiving feedback. Take every opportunity to take part in social and informal discussions as well as more structured and formal discussions. Let's see what things to practice before the final group discussion. Fluency, tone. To enhance fluency, tone of voice and articulation, start by reading aloud from a book or an editorial for around 15 minutes per day. Once a week, try speaking in front of a mirror on some topic. These would also help in collecting your thoughts in an organized manner. Group interactions. Most of us may be very vocal in one-to-one conversations, but we are very less vocal when we interact in a group, especially if it is a group of strangers. So, start having some discussions with a group made from your friends. Such discussions are a good way to begin as they allow students to focus on speaking without being distracted by the extremely competitive environment of a formal group discussion. After content preparation, for 1 or 2 weeks, start attending competitive group discussions with like-minded groups. Content preparation. Presence of content will be a primary determinant of how you perform in a group discussion. If you are making a content-heavy point, especially with some facts and numbers, then everybody else will listen to what you have to say. This generally helps in making subsequent entries in the discussion. For someone who keeps himself updated with current affairs, content preparation may not be an issue. For others, pick around 6 to 7 current affairs topics, events that took place in past year, and start researching on these. Understand the event from different perspectives like personal, social, political, cultural, academic, etc. Let's see what can be done for content preparation. You must realize that the group discussion topics can cover anything under the sun, especially current affairs. Read daily newspapers and magazines to become knowledgeable about hot topics in the economy, politics, technology, science, and any sort of world news. In many discussions ranging from the recession to China as a threat to India for outsourcing, comparison between India and China or US is inevitable. So it is advisable to know a lot of economic and demographic details of these countries like GDP, population, social structure, major industries, etc. Hence, the first thing you need to do is to read widely and extensively over a period of time. This will help you in bringing a unique insight contribution to the discussion to the table, which others may not have thought of. This can only come from a sustained reading effort over a period of time and across a breadth of topics. Whenever you read something, ask yourself as to why a certain development took place. Which does it impact and what are the likely future repercussions of that particular development? It could be something like the Tatas developing the Nano. What effect do you think this will have? How will competitors be impacted? How will they do to cope up with this development? Who else might be affected? Maybe the existing second-hand car market? Think about all these things. Watching the news on the television will help you get a sense of what type of current affairs are going on. You can even search the internet for the official websites of newspapers that you read. They usually offer an online version of their news. Read up on news events which involve debatable topics or actions. You may recognize whether or not a news story is debatable, particularly if there are opinion or editorial articles on it. See a lot of debates. Often, news channels organize debates on current topics. See a lot of these debates as you come across different point of views. You can also use these point of views in your group discussion as examples. In fact, the more examples you use in your discussion, the more assertive you come across to the moderators. Group listening preparation. A crucial but ignored part of group discussion preparation is listening. Often we undermine benefits of listening. A good listener would summarize discussions well. He or she may score by presenting a good case over an idea originated by another participant but lost in high decibel noise. Listening seems very easy, but what takes some preparation is to be able to listen and at the same time structure your own thoughts. Participate in some discussions as an observer. Listening exercise during such practice discussions would help you to understand the dynamics of a typical GD that involves high-low noise levels. Such an exercise would provide you with some hints as to optimum moments for entering into discussions. Listening to other people's ideas may help to evolve one's thought process by adding different perspectives. Take up this assignment in this section. Depending upon the score, you can move to the next section or repeat the tutorial. Also, if a template is provided after the section, fill the template to judge your level of understanding.